The Pokemon Generation 10 region is going to be based in Southeast Asia, which means there's going to be a lot of islands, which also entails a lot of water. You guys can make the jokes now about there being too much water. In this video, I will talk about some of the leaks about the map for Generation 10 because we now have some real leaks that could give us some ideas or hints as to what the map of Generation 10 is going to look like. There are a ton of islands, guys. There are apparently about 30 or more islands in the game, which is huge. This game is going to be a big one. I think Generation 10 is going to be probably the biggest Pokemon game of all time. Hopefully it's going to be the best too. I don't know. Let me know what you think the best Pokemon game is down in the comments below. We have a brand new post from Central Leaks saying we will. This is how Generation 10 map looks, more or less. Many more small islands missing, and the original link is gone. The original link is removed from the internet. Essentially, this is pretty much what the map is. Over here, we have some big snowy mountains, and then we have other islands that are circled. Obviously, there's nothing in the islands right now. And then we also have a volcano in the center of the map, which is interesting. Looks like another smaller volcano here, and then a desert area. So this kind of goes hand in hand with this map, where it's kind of like different, I guess you could say, biomes. You know, think of Minecraft with different biomes. Like, different islands will have different weather patterns. Speaking of weather, the game is going to be heavily based around weather. Something with weather is going to be like the battle evolution gimmick or something like that, with just some sort of like new weather moves or something. We don't know a ton about that, but as far as we know, weather is related to it. This is from somebody over on Reddit, but you could see it's a pretty good kind of like demonstration of what the idea is of the Generation 10 map, where the different islands will actually have different weather patterns. You could see we have like a grassy area, like a forest area. We have a desert area, which ironically enough is also in the bottom left corner, like how the Central Lakes picture is. We have another jungle over here. We have a swamp. It's gonna be amazing to see the first reveal of the map. Here's what we do also know, guys. Generation 10 will be announced soon. Pokemon Day 2026, guys, is February 27th of 2026, just a couple of months away. We're gonna see the official reveal of Generation 10. Make sure to subscribe and turn those post notifications to see that, because it is gonna be wild. I'll be giving you guys all the news, the leaks, the updates. It's gonna be awesome. I have really high hopes for Generation 10, and with that reveal, we probably will see the starter Pokemon as well. I'm hoping we see the map though. I really hope they show us the map. And think about the Alola region, how there's different islands. Obviously, there's only a couple of islands in the Alola region. We don't have like a ton we can go to. You could also kind of think of like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, or, you know, Ruby and Sapphire, whatever. There's a bunch of different islands, but this game is going to be way bigger, like way more expansive, way bigger islands. Central said we counted 30 islands on the beta map. So apparently they have the beta map, or somebody out there has the beta map. 30 islands-ish, around 30 islands on the beta map. Now the beta map, that is an important word, because beta means things are subject to change. They could add more, they could take away some more, they could kind of alter it around, they could switch it up. So the beta map, I wish we had a picture. I really wish we did. We still don't even know what the name of the region is, which, like I said, Pokemon Day 2026, we may possibly know the name of the region soon. Somebody said, what's the gimmick for this region? All I remember is that it has something to do with the weather. Weather moves, that's all we know. So like I said, something to do with the weather is going to be the new battle evolution gimmick. Like, you know how we have Mega Evolution, we have Z moves, Terrestrialization. It's going to be just like that, but something to do with weather, which I think is kind of fascinating. I'm really curious to see what that will actually look like. Is it based on Greece or Southeast Asia? Southeast Asia. So we also know that the game is going to be taking place in Southeast Asia, which is really cool. They can totally pull in a ton of inspiration from Southeast Asia. Like, I think that's super cool. I know a lot of you guys are excited for that as well, because that sounds amazing to me. We are also gonna be able to go underwater. I've mentioned this in like every Generation 10 video. I just think this is so awesome because, bro, lots of water in the game also entails we're gonna go underwater. And in the leak, the Terra Leak stuff, bro, we're gonna be able to explore underwater, just like how you see in these pictures where it's like a bunch of Pokemon. At least that's what it seems like. It's probably not gonna be as good looking as these pictures, but similar to this, where like we could probably see Pokemon swimming around. At least that's what I'm really hoping for. And if we don't get to see that, Game Freak, if you don't go the next level and the next step to give us Pokemon swimming underwater, a lot of us will be mad, you know what I'm saying? So I hope we get to see a lot of different rivers, like even within the little islands themselves. I definitely hope to see a lot of villages too. One of my biggest complaints about Generation 9 was that they're just like, the map just didn't have enough things around it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like a little town here, a little town here, oh, over here there's a little bit of a bigger town, maybe a little bit of a bigger town over here. I want to see just like more around the map, more diversity. So it's like we could have some like river village or something like that, or we could have a big city over here, which apparently the game is going to start off off in a big city, which is pretty interesting. It's going to be a different start to any Pokemon game they've ever had, really. Like, it's going to be literally starting off in a huge city, and then we get to go out into the wilderness. And then starting off in like a small town, and then like kind of making our way out to the world. We will start off with a extremely populated town. Hopefully we get to see some sort of like island that has like crashed ship ruins, you know, dark and psychic Pokemon, kind of like rumors to like the legendary Pokemon, or just kind of myths around it. Like, that would be so cool to see. We also did have early rumors about there being a floating island. I don't know if that's still gonna happen. I haven't seen any leaks about that recently. I kind of feel like it was scrapped. I don't think we're going to get a floating island anymore, but I do hope so. I think that would be pretty cool. Like, even if it's just like one floating island, maybe that's where the legendary Pokemon lives, watches over the region. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not sure if the floating island thing is actually still going to happen or not. Let me know. Would you guys want to see a floating island in this game? And then somebody said, but Centro, the map you published is literally the same as the map of the Cyclades in Greece. The Cyclades have volcanoes. They also have prominent palm trees on some of their islands and deserted islets. Also, the Cyclades means circle islands. And then here's the map of the Cyclades. This is literally the reason why our source originally mistook it as Greece. So originally, if you don't remember, we thought this game was going to be taking place in Greece, which also would be really cool. Like, that would be a really cool region, and I would still love to see that in the future. Let me know if you guys would as well, because I think a lot of people were hyped about that. I was extremely hyped about that. It's funny because a lot of leaks that we've had still like would technically kind of align up with a Greece-based region, but yeah, it's not taking place in Greece anymore. Or ever, I should say. I don't think it was ever supposed to be taking place in Greece. It's just that all the leaks that we had really made it look like it was going to be based in the Cyclades. So yeah, just to clarify, it's taking place in Southeast Asia, not Greece. I hope that over the next couple of weeks, Central also like updates this and maybe like shows us more. You know what I'm saying? That would be pretty cool. And here's a tweet from Ball Guy right here, just like a GIF. And then somebody said, Game Freak employee seems to have finished his work. He appears to be repeatedly posting strange tweets again, just like SV Age. Scarlet and Violet is what that means. I've been observing for a while. It seems like Gen 10 is somehow related to volcanoes, and apparently the Game Freak employee, which I don't know where this would be from, posted volcano equals wave question mark and a regional wishy-washy. That could be real. That could be a hint at one of the first regional variants that we know are going to be in the game, because we will totally get regional variants in this game. We didn't for Legends ZA, but most likely because we had the new Mega Evolutions in the game. So yeah, we will probably get regional variants for Generation 10, which, bro, that is hype. Let me know some Pokemon you guys would love to have receive regional variants, because there are totally a lot that I would love to see. Ball Guy said, massive central volcano, anyone, which lines up exactly with this picture from Central Lakes, where there literally is a central volcano right here, which is amazing. So something else that's kind of funny is it kind of reminds me of the Orange Islands from Pokemon. There's just like a bunch of islands. Obviously, this game is not taking place in the Orange Islands. It's not going to be the Orange Islands, but bro, that's exactly what I was thinking about. That would be so funny though if we did have the Orange Islands here. Totally not going to happen. Maybe a DLC. Maybe. Who knows? That's awesome. Let me know if you guys like this region idea. I'm extremely hyped. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications and join the giveaway down in the description down below in our Discord server, where Nintendo and I are going to be giving away the Mega Dimension DLC for Legends ZA. So make sure to enter before it wraps up, because it's ending very, very soon. Link to the Discord in the description down below. If you are real and watching this far in the video, comment down below armor, just the word armor, to confuse those that are not watching this far. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Someone